Alright, so before we start, I'd like to take some time to talk about two really important things in Pilates, both our T-zone and our spinal positions. So in our abdominal area, we have our rectus abdominis, which is like your six pack, and your obliques on the side. Those are really important muscles in most of our daily movement, but the most important ones are underneath. They're our deep core muscles. It's a combination of your transverse abdominis and your pelvic floor. Together we call them a T-zone. So let's go ahead and lie down on our mat. In contemporary dance, we would call this constructive rest, but basically feet flat on the floor, knees lifting straight up to the ceiling. Take your hands onto your hip bones and feel for the bones there, and then take them just slightly in. Now I want you to firstly imagine that you're drawing a horizontal line between both of your hips and you're drawing them in together. That's creating the top of our T. And then from your pelvic floor up, you're creating the vertical line. So drawing the hip bones in together, and then from the pelvic floor up. So we're imagining we're drawing those hip bones in like you're doing up a tight pair of jeans, and then zipping your pelvic floor up like you're doing the zipper. Then we want to flatten everything down. With your fingertips just inside of your hip bones, you should start to feel that muscle get a little hard underneath. If you're not used to engaging this muscle, it may not feel too much at the moment, but we're going to practice. It's going to get better. So I want you to start by inhaling to take that draw in, up and down. Feel the muscle get hard underneath your fingertips. Just stay here for a few breaths. And then release. And then inhale, T-zone. Hold it in for a few breaths. So it's just a light hold. You should still be able to breathe the whole time. And release. One more. Inhale, T-zone. Feel it get hard underneath your fingertips. And then release. The next thing we're going to look at is our spinal position. So your neutral spine position is when you have a nice little natural curve underneath your lumbar spine and gap underneath your back. And your imprinted spine is when we tilt our pelvis and press the lower back towards the floor. So you want to have your neutral spine a little gap underneath, like you would have a blueberry underneath your lumbar spine and you wouldn't squash it down. Your imprinted spine is when we're imagining squashing that blueberry down onto the mat. Generally, we'll use our neutral spine when one or both feet are down on the floor. We'll use our imprinted spine when we lift both those legs up into your tabletop position, etc. All right, let's go ahead and get started. You can take those fingertips on the inside of your hip bones if that feels comfortable for you. We're going to activate that T-zone as you inhale and slide one leg out along the mat as you exhale. Draw that leg all the way back in. Keep your T-zone activated the whole time. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, slide the opposite leg all the way back out. And drawing it in. Continuing by alternating sides here. I want you to make sure that your T-zone stays active the whole time. You want to feel it hard underneath your fingertips. And you're only taking that leg out as far as you can maintain the activation through your T-zone. If you feel your T-zone disengage at any point, you've just taken your leg out a little too far for today. Trying to keep those hips nice and stable. Remember our spine is in our neutral position right now. We've got that nice natural curve underneath your lumbar spine and it's not moving anywhere. Try and keep that foot as attached to the mat as you can. Mine gets a little sticky. All right, one more on either side. Keep that T-zone active. Last one. Draw that leg back in. All right, we're gonna go for lift and extend. So inhale, T-zone active. We're gonna raise one leg up to your tabletop position. Exhale to extend that leg out, keep the T-zone active. Draw the knee back in and release it down to the floor. Alternating sides, inhale, T-zone and lift. Exhale, extend that leg away from you. Draw it back in as you inhale. And exhale, control it down. Again, I can feel my T-zone underneath my fingertips being nice and active. I want to try and remain relaxed through the shoulders as much as possible. If this one gets a little too tricky, don't extend the legs so low. To make it a little harder, take the leg a little lower. Again, you're maintaining that neutral spinal position. You may at some point want to take your hands down to the side. I like to feel my muscles activating, but whatever's most comfortable for you. Let's take one more on either side. And last one. Alrighty, coming into our abdominal curls. Feet stay flat on the floor, hands come behind your head. Spine is still neutral. We inhale that T-zone active. Exhale, curl up. Inhale to release back down. Exhale, think about drawing your ribs to your hips. And inhale to control back down. I'm taking my eyes towards my knees as I crunch on up. And inhale to control down. Now if you're like me and your neck gets sore at any point, think about pushing your head back into your hands. As you push your hands into your head, feel that T-zone active the whole time. If you're feeling good here, go ahead and bring those legs up into your tabletop position. This is where we imprint our spine down and you continue your crunches or your curls here. If this arm position isn't comfortable for you, reaching your hands out in front is totally an option. But remember, if that neck gets sore, hands behind the head, create that tension and make sure the work is coming from your abs. This one's targeting in our rectus abdominis, that top part, your six-pack part of your abdominals. All right, let's take two more here. We're gonna hold that crunch up. And hold. Taking one knee into your chest, extending the opposite leg out. We pulse twice and change. Exhaling on the pulse out. Keep lifting up through that crunch position. And if you're feeling good here, you can go ahead and change this into your single leg stretch, straight leg stretch. The one leg is, or both legs rather, are straight the whole time. If you can crunch up a little higher, go ahead and do it. With your legs straight, you might want to give that leg a little bit of a pull in towards you. Start to feel a little bit of a hamstring stretch at the same time. All right, we're going to take one more on each side and meet with those legs straight on up. Bring them to tabletop and release down. Holding these legs here, we're going to go for our single leg lowers. Getting back into your T-zone, your transverse abdominis. We inhale, T-zone, exhale, lower one leg down. Just tap the floor. Draw it back up on the inhale. Exhale, release the other leg down, tap the floor. Inhale, draw it back up. The whole time keeping that T-zone engaged. Again, you may like to place your hands, check out what's going on. Trying to maintain our knees over the top of our hips. We don't want that tabletop leg to go ahead and come into your chest. Keep it straight up above. Again, that spine is imprinted here. Now, if you'd like an advancement, come with me. If not, stick it out here for a little longer. We're going to hold both of our legs together. I'm going to bring my heels down, tap the floor, tap with my toes, heels, toes. You're here for 10, 9, last 3, 2, 1. Bring those legs to tabletop. You may like to hug them into your chest real quick. All right, let's work on our obliques, the outer sides of our abdominals. Hands can go nice and wide. Let's flip the palms up. We're going to start by inhaling, connect your T-zone. Draw the legs across to the side. Exhale to squeeze the obliques, draw back into the center. Inhale, T-zone and cross. Exhale, draw it back into the center. Taking it across to one side. Now you may not be feeling too much just yet. Don't you worry, I got some layers coming your way. I want you to firstly think about drawing across like a big X from opposite hip up to the rib. Again, keeping those knees on top of your hips. If you're feeling good here, then next time you cross your legs over, pause there. Extend your top leg long. Draw up and around to the ceiling, and then close that leg back in. Change sides. Inhale across and extend. Exhale, draw all the way up. I'm imagining almost like someone's grabbed my toe and they're pulling it towards the ceiling. I want to lift that leg up and out of the hip socket. Putting less pressure in your arms is also going to make this a little more challenging. But if you'd like one more further challenge, come with me. The next time you take your legs across to the side, we're going to pause. I'll extend both legs this time. Draw them up to the center and control back to tabletop. Inhale across to the side, keep that T-zone active. Extend. Exhale, lift up to the center. Again, the further across you go, the more challenge you're going to find. Maybe even the slower you move, the more challenge you'll find. I'm going to complete one more on either side. Taking my last one. Legs come back into tabletop. Take your legs straight up above you. We're coming into Nutcracker 1. We're going to inhale T-zone. As you exhale, crunch, create a diamond and reach through the gap. Inhale to control it back down. Spine stays imprinted. As we exhale, crunch, reach through the gap. So those legs are coming out to your diamond as you exhale. Inhale, squeeze the legs back together. If you'd like to progress into Nutcracker 2, come along with me. If not, stay here. Then we're going to exhale, crunch, create a V with my legs. Inhale, draw it all the way back in and down. Exhale, crunch on up. Inhale, control it down. Maybe reaching those hands a little further through the gap each time. Again, drawing those rib bones down towards your hips. Wherever you are, we've got 2 to go. We're going to finish this off by holding our crunch up high. Legs in whatever position you are. Hold it there. Reach the hands to the outsides. We reach from corner to corner, corner to corner. Hold that crunch up nice and high. Last little bit here, you've got 10, 9. Can you reach around a little further? Last 3, 2, 1. Bring those legs together. Back to tabletop. Release your head, neck and shoulders down. Legs can come down one at a time. You may like to windscreen wiper them side to side. Then we're going to come up for a little bit of arms. Feel free to either cross your legs on the mat in front of you. A mermaid pose may be more comfortable. Maybe coming onto your knees, whatever feels best for you. I am, however, going to cross my legs. Regardless of where you are, take a look from my spine on a side-on position. I don't want to let myself slouch down. I want to keep lifted nice and tall, almost imagining like I'm lying down on the mat. I've still got that neutral curve through my lumbar spine. It would be a neutral spine position. So sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to take my hands on out to the sides. I'm going to start by flexing my hands up and pulsing it up. 1, 2, 8, 9, hands down. 1, 2. Awesome. Coming knuckles up in 3, 2, 1. Knuckles up. Knuckles down. Now it may not feel too hard just yet. Hold on, it will soon. In 3, 2, 1. Push forwards. 1, 2. Now this one can be a little hard to keep that spine up nice and tall. Hold on to it there. We press back. 1, 2. Alright, we're going to come into little circles forwards in 3, 2, 1. Circles forward. Go 1, 2. Nice tall spine. On those shoulders pressing down the back. I'm going to make these circles a little bit bigger. If you need to slow it down a bit to maintain your nice tall spinal position, go ahead. Make them a little bigger though. We're going to take it back the other direction in 5, 4, 3, 2, circles the other way. Start nice and big. Again, if you're feeling your body swing around too much, try and activate that core. Your T-zone comes in handy at all times. Make it a little smaller. My arm's starting to burn. Let's make it even smaller. Those nice small circles, we're going backwards this time. You've got 5, 4, we're going to wave those hands up and 1. They go up and down. We want energy through our hands at all times. Imagining like you're trying to shoot laser beams out of your fingertips, all the way from the center of your body, all the way up to your fingertips. Energy out through the top of your head, create that nice long spinal position. You're here for another 10, 9. We're going to hold those arms down at the bottom. We're going to go really slow up to the top. In 3, 2, 1. Hold those arms there, don't touch the floor. Slow, slow, slow. Oh yeah. You bring it down in 3, 2, slowly down, down. That nice tall spine. Do not let your hands touch the floor, keep them lifted. We're going back up in 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Keep those shoulders pressed down your back. We want nice long necks. Ears away, or shoulders away from the ears. Let's take it back down, go down. I don't want to see any earrings on. Keep those shoulders pressed down. One more time, up we go, slow, up. You're going to take those hands back to the center, hold them there. One hand goes up as one hand comes down, and swap. So I'm flexing my palms at the same time. I'm starting nice and slow. I'm going to squeeze through my back muscles. We're here for another 5 before we make it fast. In 3, 2, here we go. Faster, faster. A little more challenging to keep that spine up nice and tall. If you can go faster, keep that spine long, body still. You've got 10, 9. Before we meet with our arms back in the center. In 3, 2, arms in center, under. And squeeze. You're gonna start to feel your triceps engage here. Squeeze, it's nice and slow. In and out. This is where we really want to have energy through the arms. Got some nice concentration here. My arms burn. 2 more. We're gonna combine it together, make it a little quicker. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Switch and switch. Make sure you squeeze those triceps at the top. You've got 10, 9. We're gonna make with those arms long. In 3, 2, arms long. We go criss, cross, back, and criss, cross, back. Don't let that body move around. We're gonna keep it as tall as you can, nice and still. Keep those arms moving. You get a little bit of relief on the shoulders as the hands come forward. We still want great posture though. You're here for 10, 9. We're going to meet with those arms out in front of us. In 3, 2, arms stay in front. Turn the palms up. Try and glue the hands together. We're going to control up. Bring the elbows to touch. And all the way back down. So keeping those shoulders pulled back, I'm drawing my elbows as close in together as I can. And back down. Squeeze those elbows in. Good news, this is our second last part. And out, keeping those elbows raised as high as you can. Keeping it together as much as your shoulder flexibility allows. We're here for another 10, 9. We're gonna hold those hands up, elbows together. In 4, 3, 2, hold it there, we pulse and pulse. Guys, this is your last bit, hold on to it, nice long spine. Let's make it faster, 10, 9. Last 3, 2, 1, release it down. Take one arm across your body, place the other arm wrapped around. I like to push my shoulder down, create a little bit of tension between both my arms, get a little bit more stretch. Let's take it over to the other side. Shoulder blade back and down, a little tension between your hands, or arms, forearms. You may like to take an overhead tricep extension. Maybe reaching to the side a little bit. Coming over to the opposite side. Reaching over if you like. And we'll finish up with a nice cobra stretch. Coming onto your belly. Maybe starting on your forearms, shoulders back and down, opening up through the belly. Even coming onto your hands, walking me closer. Wherever feels good for you. Alright, thanks for joining me. If you have any requests, let me know.